Christians kept the food rules in the Bible. Then they stopped keeping them on the plate. The Bible says no pork, shrimp, or crab. But today, most Christians eat all three, and the rules never vanished. Open a Bible today, and they are still right there. So who decided Christians no longer had to follow them? Start with what the old rules did. Leviticus divides animals into two groups, clean and unclean. A land animal needs split hooves and must chew its food twice. That rules out pigs. A water animal needs fins and scales. That rules out shrimp and crab. That matters because Jesus and his first followers were Jewish. They lived inside this world of food rules. They did not think they were starting a brand new religion called Christianity. So did Jesus end the rules anyway? Many Christians point to one line in Mark. Jesus is arguing about eating with unwashed hands. He says evil comes from a person's heart, not from food entering the stomach. Mark then tells the reader that this made all foods clean. That sounds like the answer. Jesus ended the food rules. But the fight was about unwashed hands, not forbidden animals. So scholars still disagree about what Mark meant. The real answer becomes clear when non-Jews began joining the movement. The first followers of Jesus were Jews. The new people joining them were not. They ate different foods. They followed different calendars. Their men had not been circumcised. So before a non-Jew could follow Jesus, did he first have to become Jewish? Acts tells a part of this fight through a meeting in Jerusalem. Some believers said, non-Jewish men must be circumcised and follow the law of Moses. The leaders said no. Non-Jews could join without taking on the whole law, but they did keep a short list. No food offered to idols, no blood, no meat from strangled animals. So the first big decision did not create an anything goes menu. It changed the entrance rule. A person could join the church without first becoming Jewish. Paul pushed that idea further. In Romans, he says nothing is unclean by itself. He also says people should not hurt each other over food. For Paul, the animal was no longer the test. The way you treated another person mattered more. A rule can fade when the problem it solved fades. A major Christian teacher named Augustine said the bans had helped bring Jews and non-Jews together. Once that wall was gone, he believed the bans had finished their job. Other Christian teachers used a different path. They read the forbidden animals as symbols. An unclean animal could stand for a bad habit or a kind of person to avoid. That let Christians keep Leviticus in the Bible while leaving its menu behind. Over time, a larger Christian idea took shape. The law given to Israel was still sacred. But Christians believed Jesus had brought a new agreement between God and his people. Rules about right and wrong still mattered. But circumcision, sacrifice, and forbidden animals were treated as signs from the older agreement. Those neat groups are not written beside the laws in Leviticus. Christians built that way of reading over many centuries. They began asking each old rule the same question: does this still apply after Jesus? For most churches, the food rules answered no. Not every Christian agrees. Seventh-day Adventists still avoid animals that Leviticus calls unclean. Many other Christians follow fasts or avoid meat on certain days. Christianity did not become a religion with no food rules. Most churches kept different food rules about fasting, self-control, worship, and care for other people. That is how the words stayed in the Bible while the food vanished from the plate. No single person crossed out the rule. The meaning changed as a Jewish movement became a mostly non-Jewish church. The pig did not change. Christianity changed who it believed the food rules were for.